Hello, welcome to my 1-month Japanese MIA update video. Before I begin, everything that's important is down in the description below. Also, I apologize about seeing the reflection in my glasses. I ordered non-reflective lenses. I promise they fucked me. So, to begin, you guys are probably wondering who I am, or you know who I am, either way. My name is Aaron, or Tiger, if you know me from the speedrunning community. I speedrun the Wind Waker HD, and I'm a sophomore in college. So that's like, just quick who I am, alright? So you're probably wondering how I started learning Japanese. I started learning in the beginning of 2018 because at the end of 2017 I was shown the movie Your Name, or Kimi no Na wa, by a friend, and let's say the movie just changed me, because then I got into anime and manga, etc. And I just found like how cool the language was. It was beautiful, it just sounded really neat, and I liked a lot of things about it. I also, because I'm a speedrunner, there's a decent Japanese presence in the speedrunning community, and I followed some Japanese speedrunners who spoke some English or maybe no English, and I followed a lot of them on Twitter. And on Twitter, they all speak in Japanese, so my Twitter feed is a lot in Japanese a lot of the time. So I wanted to be able to like either talk to them or just understand what they're saying. So that was like part of like the reason why I wanted to start. I also had a friend who showed me Your Name. They were actually learning themselves, so the fact that they were learning was like, oh, I can go in this and there's someone help me and I can ask for questions, and it's like a group effort rather than just like me by myself and no one to talk to about it. Because you probably know, if you're watching this and you're learning a language, if you can't talk to anyone about the experience, it kind of sucks, because it's a fun experience to talk about, and I could talk about it for hours. Like if someone like genuinely sat down and was like, talk to me all about your Japanese experience and like stuff, I would talk for hours. I would love it. Like I just enjoy it so much. On from that, you're probably also wondering how I found MIA/AJATT, because this is an MIA update video. I originally heard of the whole process from, I watched the infamous Cats video where he's talking with like the shirt, I forget which color, I think blue or whatever, but that video, everyone's seen it if you're in this community, and I just kind of glossed over it and I was like, cool, whatever, didn't really care. Then I eventually watched Matt's Wanikani video. And I think now he doesn't agree with everything he said in that video, but I watched it when I was doing Wanikani, and I hated it. I hated watching it because I was like, this is telling me that what I'm doing sucks and it's wrong, and I don't like that, because what I'm doing, it's helping me and I'm enjoying it. So I felt really like, I don't know, I was kind of annoyed by it. I was like, I don't want to watch this guy. Like, he's just shitting on the thing I'm like enjoying. Like, I'm doing fine this way. Let me stick with it. So I kind of just didn't watch any of his other videos, and I said screw off. Then this summer, I don't know what video or how, but I stumbled back to Matt's channel, and I ended up watching all the videos that matter, all the interviews, watching other people's MIA diaries and stuff. And this was because I was getting back into learning Japanese. Now, like I said, I started in 2018, early 2018. I probably went, not hard, obviously, but I learned for probably the first year. And then I took large breaks. So I was learning Japanese through this all the time, but I wasn't actually studying all of it. There were times where I just wouldn't use Japanese for like months. So out of the 2.5 years it's been since I started, probably only did maybe 1.5 of actual studying. So the summer I wanted to get back into it. I was really into it. I started watching grammar videos again and like just doing Japanese stuff. And I stumbled across Matt's channel again, watched all the stuff, and then I was like, all right, I'm going back into this. Let's do it right. Let's do this. And I was a little nervous, like everyone, because even though it makes sense, immersion-based language acquisition, it's not what you're told when you want to learn a foreign language. You're told use textbooks, etc., talk to natives a lot, you know, all that. You don't really get told sit down, listen, read your target language for a lot of hours, and then wait to output. Just input. Get quality input the whole time. You don't get told that. So it sounds really weird, even though it makes sense. As children, we acquire language through massive immersion, like insane amounts of immersion. So it makes complete sense that immersing yourself in a language is the best and fastest way to learn said language. So doubts are kind of out of the way now, but there's still some, but I see myself improving, and I'll get to that. So all my doubts are kind of gone. I'm basically just, I'm strapped in and I'm ready, and I'm letting it go where it goes. So that should cover the whole introduction and everything. So I'll talk about my study plan before I started MIA. As I mentioned, I was doing Wanikani. I got to level 24, and that's about 800 kanji and 3,000 vocab, which is an okay amount. So going into MIA, I'm not a beginner, all right? Like, I grant that I wouldn't call myself intermediate, but I guess it really depends on your scale. But I'm not a beginner, so I'm doing things a little different than most beginners would, because already at 800 kanji under my belt. A lot of the times when I'm reading or whatever, if I see a kanji, there's a good chance I actually know the reading. I might not remember the reading and the meaning. I might remember one of the two or both, but a lot of those come from Wanikani that I remember. Like, I was watching a Let's Play and they had on the screen, in the game, it said like "sonzai shiteru," and I remembered how to read it, but I can't tell you what sonzai means. Should have looked it up. I didn't. Still didn't. That's my bad. But I can read it. Like, I know what the kanji together, what it reads as. So stuff like that. And 3,000 vocab, pretty decent. Not that much, but an okay foundation. I was also watching Japanese Amo, so Misa's channel. Watched a lot of her grammar videos, over 30 of them, and I took notes. And I watched other videos that I didn't take notes, but a lot of my grammar came from her. Textbooks, I tried Genki, I said no. I tried Japanese the manga way, said no, the book is still back there. Yeah, textbooks weren't really working out. Misa's channel was the only way I was learning grammar, and it was actually sticking. I was taking notes, and then whenever I would immerse, which wasn't often, it would help me out a lot. I think during this, that was basically all I did during my study time. I would read manga every now and then, watch anime, but with English subtitles, so it was completely useless. But if during that time I was immersing at high hours per day, like fully immersed in the language, I'd be at a very different stage of Japanese than I am now. I'd be way better. And it sucks thinking about that, but it's also like, all right, let's not screw it up this time. So if I was doing immersion during those times and I stuck with doing the grammar videos every day, etc., I would be at a very good spot, I would say. Hopefully. Don't know, actually, but I would assume I would be at a good spot. So that kind of goes over everything I did before MIA. Also, if you look me over here, I have notes for the whole video. It's not scripted, but I got notes. But yeah, I would say that's probably everything I did beforehand. It wasn't intensive. Like I said, no real immersion. Like immersion every now and then, like listening to the videos or whatever Japanese I stumbled upon to actually immerse. But it wasn't like actually trying to like sit down and immerse. I never thought of it as that. It was just like whatever I'm doing for fun. It has Japanese, as Japanese. So that's kind of what went on there. So now I'll go over my current study plan. I'll start with Anki. I'm doing Anki. I hate Anki, but that doesn't matter. I'm doing the JLPT Tango N5 deck. I have about 469 cards left. I'm doing 25 cards a day. I'm also doing RTK, and I'll get to that, but I'm doing 25 cards a day because a lot of the words in there and sentence structure I completely understand. Like, I'm learning some things every now and then, but it's nothing overwhelming. So I'm doing 25 cards a day to get them done fast. I should be done by the end of the month, which is awesome. But yeah, a lot of things I know, and I know I could delete them or skip them, but I like the fact of like kind of reinforcing them in Anki, and then because some of them I might not fully remember, so it's nice to reinforce them, and I'm enjoying it. So that's fine. I'm doing RTK as well. I have 823 cards left. I'm only doing 10 kanji a day because I want to focus on other immersing and like other things rather than soul kanji, because kanji to me look like kanji. They don't look like random shapes. So RTK is like there to like help me get the meanings down for the ones I either forgot or didn't know, because I knew 800 at one point. So yeah, I'm only doing 10 cards a day, and the reason, I know you're supposed to do RTK before you do like any vocab acquisition in terms of sentence mining or decks, but now this might be wrong and people might shit on me for this, but I feel like I'd be wasting my time if I was doing 3 months of RTK before starting a Tango deck or sentence mining. Like, I feel like I would just be wasting my time because I have a good foundation in kanji. So I just don't want to feel like I'm wasting my time. Whether I would be wasting my time or not, maybe this is dumb and I'll be mad at it myself in a year, but I feel like I'd be wasting my time if I was only doing kanji on Anki right now and not anything else. I also have a sentence mining deck. However, I don't add new cards. I'm at 30 cards right now. I'm not adding any more until after I'm done doing whatever Tango decks I choose to do, because my brain, now once again, this is just what I'm doing, might be wrong, but whatever. All right, I don't want to fully go into sentence mining now because I know I want to do at least the Tango N5 and N4, possibly N3. So I don't want to start going hard sentence mining yet because those decks are still going to be done. And I feel like if I sentence mine a bunch and then I go and do those decks, a lot of the cards that I sentence mine are going to be in the decks anyway. So I was going to learn them in there anyway, you know? So my brain is like, just wait till after you're done with the decks to go hard on sentence mining, because then by then you have a really good foundation. So then whatever you don't know, it'll be actually useful to make a card out of. And I+1 sentences should be found pretty simple because of that, because I'll have a big foundation by the end of those decks. So yeah, I like sentence mining, but I'm not going to go hard on it yet. I also have a Dictionary Basic Japanese Grammar deck. I have 113 cards left. I was doing 5 cards a day. I'm not doing any currently because I have it's just too much to like go with that. So I'm just doing like vocab right now, and I'll talk more about grammar stuff in a bit, but the deck's fine and I'll get it done eventually. I thought for now I'll just focus on like getting words and immersing, and I'll go back to the deck whenever I need to. So that's it for Anki decks. My daily immersion. I actually screwed up here. Hold on. All right, my daily immersion. I've done since I started a month ago on June 15th. I've watched 114 episodes of anime, which comes out to about 38 hours. I've read 97 chapters of manga. I have watched 74 YouTube videos, and the 74 YouTube videos have come out to 22 hours. And the YouTube videos I only started watching on July 9th. So that's kind of where I'm at in terms of immersion. So decent amount. I want to do better, and I know I can do better, so that's going to be a goal in the future. But I've done I've done a good amount of immersion in the last month, and I genuinely feel it helping, which is awesome. But yeah, right now just anime manga YouTube videos. The YouTube videos are Let's Plays because I don't know, I used to like them in English, and now all of a sudden like there's a new love for them because I can watch them in Japanese. Anime, it's anime, come on. Manga. Dramas I haven't started any yet, or movies, like live action movies. However, once I get tired of YouTube videos, it's probably going to move into probably like Terrace House stuff, because I watched it all when it was all in English subbed, and I really, really love Terrace House, so it'll be fun to watch it in Japanese. The way I did it was originally I did a lot of anime. That's why I have 38 hours of anime. Then recently I was slowing down, and I was like, I need to figure out something else to immerse with that can keep my attention. And I started watching YouTube videos, and now I'm already at 22 hours of them because I've been just really enjoying it. And manga, I haven't been reading as much as I should, and I do want to read more, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But that's it for like daily immersion that I've been doing. On my current progress level and like my level in general, I'd say I feel myself moving forward. It's weird because I'm not a beginner, so it's hard to really know how much I'm moving forward, but I definitely can feel that I'm like improving. Whether it might be at a big rate, I can't necessarily tell, but I can feel myself improving because I'm enjoying immersion even if I don't understand it all. Like that's what's awesome. Like I could watch a YouTube Let's Play, watch 30 minutes of a game, understand like 30% of it, and still have a great time and really enjoy it. And it's even better when I do understand it, because it's like, oh, I understood that whole sentence. It's awesome. So it's nice. I'm enjoying it, and I think it'll only go up from here because it's only the first month of intensive immersion. And once I get through the Tango N5 deck, N4 is when I'll start learning probably a lot more new words. So I'll feel my comprehension skyrocket probably once I get to there. Because right now a lot of the words I'm learning are review. The only words I'm really learning is when I'm watching something and I look it up and I go, oh, okay. And I don't make cards for those. If I look up a word, I look it up and I just go on. And hopefully it comes up enough so I remember it. Otherwise, I'll eventually know it. Now I'll move on to like my plans for the future. I want to do at least 3 hours a day of immersion, probably more. Lately, I've been doing 5 hours at least, which is awesome, but that'll change when I go to college. Because I'm in the US. Corona. So hopefully 5 hours a day, which would be awesome. At least 1 or 2 sentences of sentence mining a day, because I sentence mine only from reading. I don't sentence mine from audio sources. So the more I read, the more I can sentence mine. So sentence mine like 5 at most a day, just so I'm doing something in terms of sentence mining. And then I don't feel like lost. I had 0 with it. So, but even then, I'm not worrying about it that much, like I said. So if I don't sentence mine one day, it's all right. If I don't sentence mine for a week, I don't really care. I'll get to it when it's my only way of like getting new words, you know. I want to do more reading because I haven't been reading enough, and I learn, well, everyone knows this, but you learn more when you're reading. So I just want to read a lot. I've been bad at it, but I really got to force myself to read a lot more, and I'm getting a little bit better at it. But yeah, I really want to start reading more. I would like to watch a Misa video either every day or every other day with no notes, at least the beginning no notes. Maybe in the future, if I feel like I need notes, then do it, but definitely no notes, just because I'll get the grammar point in my head, and if it sticks, then it'll show up in immersion and we'll all be fine. And I want to do that because currently there's I'm not getting grammar from anywhere, and I know you can pick it up, etc. from watching, but I like having a structure of where I can pick it up from. So if I do that, I can pick up a lot of grammar and probably get way better quickly, because I'll be learning a lot more new grammar points every day or every other day with examples in her videos, and it should really get hammered in as long as I'm immersing. So I really want to do that. My plan is at the beginning of 2021, I would like to go back to WaniKani. And I know people are going to be like, oh, don't do that, that's dumb. I enjoyed WaniKani and it worked for me. So I would like to try it again at 2021. I bought the lifetime plan, so I can. It's there. I'll restart from 0 and just go. Do it every day. At worst, it doesn't help, right? At best, it's hammering in some more kanji readings that might not be as common, and some kanji in general that might not be as common that aren't in the 1000 RTK deck. So can't hurt, right? It's just added stuff. So that I definitely really want to do that. So 2021, first day, I'm gonna start with WaniKani again, definitely. Whether people think that's okay or not, I don't really care. I'm excited for it. Anki progress I want to do at least the N5, N4, and possibly N3 Tango decks. Maybe N2, N1, depends. I heard that they don't really help much. So I heard like N3 is probably the last one that you'll get anything really good from. So we'll definitely do those 2 decks, as well as once I'm done with the N5. And then I can start sentence mining after that, like I mentioned. Where I want my ability level to go in the future. Obviously, easy to be able to read manga and anime without like really struggling sometimes about what's going on. But I mean, that's like a small goal. Like obviously, I want to be as good as I can be, but it'd be nice to pick up any manga and just read it and go, oh, okay, and get like a lot of it, you know. And I'll get there. I just gotta keep working hard. Next year, hopefully, I want to go to Japan sometime. So if I could be ready for output then. Right now, I'm kind of ready for output. Not ready for output. I can output. It's just not good. So if I could be at a stable place for output next year whenever I go to Japan, that would be awesome. If not, whatever. With what I have now, even my knowledge now, I'd be okay. But definitely, like, I want to be at like a stable output position then. So we're almost done. Sorry for the long video, but I'll update these videos at 6 months and a year and year and a half, 2 years, etc. Because normally people wait till the 3rd month to do an MI update video. I wanted to do it 1 month just to get it all down and then kind of keep me accountable and make me keep going. So I won't do one at 3 months, but I'll do one again at 6 months. So in 5 months from now, which is awesome. I'm sure we'll see a lot of changes. It'll be really cool to watch back and see where I'm at. Now, I'll give you some recommendations for what I've been enjoying. Not going to say these are great for learning, etc. They might be, but it's just what I've been immersing with and what I enjoy. For manga, I've been reading Ijiranaide Nagatoro-san, which it's like a slice of life, cute thing. It's great. Love it. I've been reading that online, so I don't have the book, which sucks. Tip, get an Amazon JP account. They give out free manga like all the time. I have so many volumes of manga in my library that I can just read at any time. Do that and you will be happy, all right? That's a very important step if you want manga easily. Also, I've been reading, not reading now, but Yotsubato. I read I have volumes 1 through 5. I read 1 through 4 already, but I'm gonna go back and read through them all soon. Cute. She's a little girl in Japan learning things, so you're learning as well. Every learner has basically heard of it. It's the classic. It's the staple. Oh, use this manga to learn manga. So next we have Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. This is volume 4. I have volume 1 through 5. I'm about to finish this probably today or tomorrow, and then I'm gonna read volume 5, and I'm gonna be really sad that I don't have any of the other volumes, but I don't want to buy them from Amazon Japan because it's expensive. But I love this series. It's so good. I understand most of what I'm reading, like a lot of the time, and same thing with the anime, which I'll talk about like in a minute. But it's just so good. It's just Takagi teasing Nishikata, and it's just the cutest shit, and it's just fun. It's a nice slice of life. I like slice of life stuff and like rom-com shit, so I'm a trashy person, but it's enjoyable. You can understand a lot of it, so it's a lot of fun. Anime, obviously Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. I don't know what else to say. It's pretty easy, just like the manga, so it's fun. New game. New game is actually the thing that got me. Like once I said, okay, I'm gonna start immersing. I watched all of New Game season 1 in 2 days because it was one of the first anime that I saw after I watched Your Name. So I love New Game, and it was like surprisingly easy to understand without subtitles or anything, and it's just great. It's just this team of people at a game company making a video game. I like video games, so the process of making a video game with cute anime girls and shit. I mean, come on. If you like anime, you're gonna like it. It's slice of life. So if you don't like slice of life, actually, you won't like it. But you know, all these are basically slice of life. Sorry. Also, Bokutachi wa benkyou ga dekinai. I want to get the manga so bad, and I can't wait to go to Japan to buy all the manga because, oh my god, the anime is so good. I watched season 1. I gotta watch season 2. It's like a rom-com slice of life thing, school life. Tutor needs to teach girls so they can pass exam to get into college. Or I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's great. It's exactly what you expect it to be if you watch any slice of life or romance manga anime. It's just so good. I'm really enjoying that. Now on to YouTubers. All of these are Let's Play YouTubers, so if you don't like Let's Plays, sorry, but that's all I watch on YouTube. We got Tsuchinoko. I really like his Pokemon Snap Let's Play and his Luigi's Mansion one. He does a lot of like voices, and they're like really funny. Yeah, Tsuchinoko is like a lot of fun. He's like one of the first Let's Players that I actually started watching in Japanese, and it's like I'm really glad I did. I'm glad I found him. He's awesome. Hatta Emery, I started watching her because of Star Wars Fallen Order, but now I'm watching her Animal Crossing playthrough. She's really cool. I think she has like a different channel. It's like a vlog type channel where she's originally got like bigger on, but she's really like cool, and it's just a fun chill at night. I like sit down with like an Animal Crossing video at the end of my night. Koru, I was watching his Metroid Samus Returns playthrough, and he hasn't finished it in over a year, and I'm very sad because I was really enjoying it. But Koru does Let's Plays. I'm watching his Yoshi's Crafted World right now and Super Mario Odyssey. He's really fun, and like it's just the way he reacts to things is really like funny, and it's like easy to understand. A lot of it's like you're gonna hear like itai and abune like a billion times, and it's so funny. I love it. I also followed him on Twitter, and he followed me back, and that was probably the coolest thing ever. I was popping off. There's also Lipton Plus, which is like 4 people, I believe. They make videos, but there's a main guy, Daira. He makes most of the videos, and I've been watching his Pokemon White playthrough recently, and he has a nice chill voice, and it's just fun to like relax to. That's basically it for YouTubers. Like I said it again, I'll have everything down in the description. So yeah, this is pretty much the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched all the way, I didn't expect this to be 25 minutes, but yeah, that's just how it goes. If you have a question for me, you can leave it in the comments below, DM me on Twitter, @ me on Twitter, wherever. In the description, I'll have my Twitter and other social media links, and I'll have a link for everything that I talked about that's important. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in 5 months with the 6-month update video. Hopefully this helped if you're learning MIA, like if you're learning Japanese through MIA, or you just wanted to understand it a bit more. if you have any questions, like I said, you can just ask me. I'm busy, but not busy all the time, so I'll probably answer you. I'm not a big shot, all right? Just ask. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in 5 months, I guess.